So, fun fact, actually. Synscend is one of the first players I ever got to commentate. He was also the first player I ever got in trouble for commentating because I was heavily biased in that set towards Captain Falcon.
Based.
It was really funny.
In 2023, being biased towards Captain Falcon is based. Because
So
we've come into a world where everybody's like, Falcon's so lame. All he does is down air and knee.
Dude, where did that even come from?
I don't know.
Who actually thinks that? I don't think they're real people. Falcon's cool. Either way, though.
I'm basic. I love Stop Knee.
But I'm actually really surprised to see the Falcon come out here for Synscend. As of late, he's been a Kazuya player.
Maybe it's just a matchup thing. Because Kazuya into Min Min, obviously Kazuya is crazy. He has plenty that he can do. But it can be very frustrating to get in.
Oh, absolutely.
And sometimes, like we were just talking about, it's not always a matter of the matchups. If there's a matchup that frustrates you, it can just make you play worse.
And so I don't quote me on this. I'm not a Kazuya player, and I'm not super familiar with the Kazuya matchup charts. But it kind of seems like this would be a better matchup into Min Min than Kazuya, just because of how fast Falcon is. I mean, so far, not really seeing the fruits of that effort. But as we go forward here, it'll be interesting to see how Synscend makes use of this increased mobility from Falcon. So far, down a stock, but...
Yeah, you started to get something started there, but I feel like Pacstreet is doing such a good job of preventing the big combos. So many little hits, but this 72 damage is the aggregate of like 8 different neutral wins.
Yeah, absolutely.
Meanwhile, Synscend has done a really good job of using that win condition, getting the edge guard that we saw on that first stock, and things like that, answering back when being sent off stage. Synscend has been struggling so much more on these edge guards, just like that.
Yeah, Min Min just being able to throw out those arms is really good for her to be able to get back to the stage, just giving her so much more room for error, whereas Synscend just cannot make a mistake sometimes, it feels like.
And when you do,
that's
you just die.
That's why. These characters.
Pacstreet's mix-up off the Angel platform was literally just run into him.
Yeah, Pacstreet's been doing a great job of this set. We've been talking about Synscend a lot, but Pacstreet has been doing really fantastically at playing around Min Min's win conditions. They're using these arms so well, primarily using a lot of Ram. I haven't seen a ton of Megawatt here, and that's honestly what you kind of need to do with a character as fast as Captain Falcon.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's working well, and especially it has you already set up for those edge guard situations, because that's a huge part of your win condition. We'll see if it comes out here again in a second, because at the momentum that Pacstreet has right now, it just feels like there's nothing Synscend can do.
Megawatt is out, but it very quickly gets punished there. No fast option to punish that up B, and now it is 1 stock to 2. That was ambitious. That was ambitious.
Are you?
Okay, that doesn't kill yet, but it gets close.
7%.
7 after that, yeah. Now, Falcon going to be going in here, looking for another fast option.
Still alive.
Not dead yet.
Just barely. Opportunity for a reversal, but instead, no, Pacstreet just nairs out of the corner, and Synscend's not ready for it.
Yeah, the nair is just so good, especially when you have that Megawatt out. So much
There's the opportunity.
For such a slow move.
I feel like Synscend's just reading too hard on these advantage states.
Yeah, and then with the Ram active.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about, right? The Ram in play, you kind of have to just throw that out there. You know, the edge guards are too good against a character with a fairly linear recovery.
Yeah. Though at the same time, Min Min has a very linear recovery at times of her own, but Pacstreet's doing a really good job of preventing any of those situations from coming up.
Yeah.
We see a lot of aggression coming from Pacstreet off stage, and I feel like Synscend just hasn't been ready to deal with it.
Yeah, and it doesn't really surprise me that we're seeing the Min Min come out from Pacstreet instead of the Pac-Man that they're also known for here, just because both of the characters Synscend is known to play, both rather weak against Min Min. Like a lot of these up close and personal melee characters, whether they be like the Shotos, whether they be Kazuya, Terry, Captain Falcon, they all struggle against Min Min. So.
Absolutely. However, at the moment, Synscend doing a good job with these early pressure, but again, just can't get the edge guard.
No, he's just not able to find that. Again,
that's the win condition.
Again, the Ram just keeps getting thrown out, and
there you go.
There we go.
It's not even going to be able to make it back.
Not even with the early up B.
Look at the defeat on Synscend's face after that one.
Man, I really feel for the guy. He's run into a very difficult person to run into in winners round 3 here.
Yeah, Pacstreet, one of those people who could very well take this entire tournament.
Oh, yeah. Pacstreet is extremely capable of both winning this and qualifying for Cascadia Clash, but
yeah, that's a good reminder.
Synscend, honestly, if there were to be a C1
there
qualifier,
we go.
There we go. If there were to be a Central Washington qualifying player, it would either be Synscend or Peace. Absolutely, certainly, it is one of those two for sure.
Well,
now
here's Synscend's opportunity. Going off deep, can't get far enough, too low of a percentage on this Min, but I love the idea. If she had been a little bit higher, she couldn't have come back.
Absolutely. Now, a side B, that's a good opening. A couple
down
attacks
air
connecting there. The down air to get back to stage is nice.
And there we
from
go.
Pacstreet, but that is beautiful, Synscend. Going to take that second stock, starting to adapt to this Min.
But now watch out for the edge guard.
Makes it back.
That's
really
huge.
well done. Just barely avoids that. The the Megawatt not being able to reach super far. But now the Ram is back out, and you're still in danger of dying to an offstage hit. So you've got to be so careful right now if you're Synscend. You have the rage to work with. This could be crucial, but you need to hold on to it.
It was a great air dodge in as well from Synscend. Like you were saying, the opportunity is there. Pacstreet shutting the door before anything could get out of hand, but still, an even game. Synscend has done all of the adaptation, and now it's just a matter of executing on this last stock.
For sure, and he needs
it. It's going.
That's an opening.
And
that's an opening for Synscend, and he's going to take it and run with it. Pacstreet, he loses that one, but just barely, and Synscend is now on the board.
That's the one opening that Synscend needed. Well, my man here is popping off on his own.
Okay, I'm popping off a little bit. I'm a big fan of Synscend, okay? I've been a big fan of Synscend since the first event I ever casted. Are you kidding me? I don't know that I've ever actually spoken with the guy, and I feel a little bad about that. But, man, I've been a huge fan of this
there it is.
For ages. But there's the Pac-Man. No more messing around. We're going back to the main. No more Min. But does that mean no more win-win?
I mean, it wasn't winning already, so let's see if they can do something different with this Pac-Man. Synscend going to have a kind of... I feel like this is an awkward matchup for Pac-Man because he wants to hold forward, but Pac-Man is so good at stuffing out those predictable approaches.
Yeah, absolutely. We're already seeing it there. The use of the Galaxian to shut down the approaches. The damage difference is already extremely telling here.
But this is also what we saw at the beginning of the Min. And Synscend managed to find the adaptation.
Beautiful.
The low up B, and now gets a ledge trap situation.
Yeah, it's going to get reversed on him pretty quickly here. But that was a very, very good recovery there from Synscend. A lot of that has been happening today. The Falcons going down deep and then just recovering with those up Bs by connecting onto somebody who's aggressing a little bit too hard.
Oh,
but that's a fantastic angle for the Hydrant.
Beautiful stuff from Pacstreet, showing the prowess with this character that they've clearly grinded.
Yep, we see this all the time here in the PNW. We have JDV, we have Pacstreet. There's so many players that know exactly where these Hydrant angles are going to go and how they can utilize them effectively. And right now,
the momentum's still in Pacstreet's favor right now.
Yep.
We see signs of life from Synscend. Every once in a while, something sparks, but I feel like Pacstreet's just been more consistent in this game.
Yeah, Pacstreet definitely been
watch out.
Very strong here. Very good combos so far, especially utilizing this central platform very well. We can definitely see why he's gone to this stage, but what a deep back air for Synscend.
So this is a common problem for Pac-Man players. Ooh, there you go, the Earl's Melon.
Okay.
Starting to come alive. See how much that Earl's Melon got for you? But anyway, common problem that I see with Pac-Man players is the character has tremendous recovery tools, but there's like a weird spot super deep that Pac-Man can get surprisingly linear. Yeah. And if you can go that deep and cover him, sometimes it feels like there's nothing he can do.
Could be, yeah, but I don't know that Synscend recovers from that. That was a good down tilt for sure. And now Pacstreet at a very significant lead here.
Pacstreet clearly heard me earlier. They have that Earl's Melon ready to go.
Oh, yeah. The Melon be very strong if that thing
Call them
connects.
the Melon Lord.
The Melon Lord. Bro.
Yo, real ones in chat know what I'm talking about.
That was a call
That's
out.
The deep
That was a
cut.
callback. That is a deep cut right there. Let's go.
Unfortunately, the Melon Lord is remarkably stationary, and I'm not seeing any of that from Pacstreet right now. We'll see, though.
I'm not tall.
I am Melon Lord.
God, I love Avatar so much.
I love what Synscend is doing with those hydrants. The down air for the second hit to make it stay in place and just have that constant hitbox.
107 on Synscend right now. He's in a lot of trouble. If anybody can bring this back, it's Captain Falcon. Very capable of taking early stocks. It's just a matter of finding the opening. The problem is it's not easy to do so against Pac-Man.
You see that Waveland come out from Synscend?
Yeah, that was wild.
Or I guess Ledge Dash would be the proper term.
Oh, the up smash gets thrown out there. Good good prediction. Potentially going to get hit there, but doesn't get punished. The grab doesn't get punished either, though.
Pacstreet is just in his element right now. He's waiting. He doesn't have to commit to anything right now.
Yeah, they're just waiting here. 173. Synscend is forced to approach here, but man, against Pac-Man, approaching is so difficult. Oh my god!
Now that's a max rage. What is?
How did that hit? that was like the. Okay, he's dead. But that was like the bottom pixel of the down air that actually connected and spiked. Like what?
It worked.
That is absurd. I mean, Pacstreet, they will end up taking the game, but Synscend made it flashy. You know?
Synscend put the fear in them.
Yeah. Yo.
See if I can listen in on these bands.
I think we should petition to remove Bubblegum KK from every setup. Maybe not remove it. Maybe not remove it, actually. I just prefer Go KK Rider. That's just me, though.
One of my favorite pieces of like TO Did You Know is that, so the way the Smashville worked in Smash 4, I assume it's the same way in this game.
Right, yeah.
And it was Starterville in that game. Everybody went to that stage. The music was awful. We all suffered. But there was one saving grace, and that was the fact that on every Saturday night, KK Slider would come out and sing, and that made it all worth it. So what TOs would do is change the in-game clock on their switches so that the the top 8 would be on Saturday night, even though it was usually on a Sunday, so that you'd get KK Slider all the way through top 8.
Banger. I didn't even realize that. That is a deep cut. Like, damn. That was happening at Port Priority before I knew Port Priority was a thing.
Yeah, exactly. It was like the FTP special right there.
That's fire. That is genuinely fire, actually. Either way, we are going back into this one. After winning a game on Pac-Man, we're right back to the Min-Min.
Okay, so we're going Proto Banham strats here.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm with it.
And
Proto Banham's won majors doing this.
Based on how Synscend has been playing, the Proto Banham strat actually feels like a great strat because Synscend is taking a little while to adapt, but then adapting super hard. And look at how much
I think
damage.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Damn.
Synscend needs that time to adapt, it would seem. Doesn't have it fresh in his head after the Pac-Man game, and Pacstreet's taking that to the bank. Get that one easy opening, and now it is so hard for Synscend to claw all the way back in this game 4.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult. Losing that first stock immediately is not what you wanted to see if you're a Synscend or a Siwa fan. Now, going forward here, it'll be very difficult to find an opening, especially since Pacstreet's doing such a great job of shutting Synscend down. They're just standing on stage. Normal Min-Min shenanigans. We've seen these for years.
Who is that Nair from? Oh, possibility? No, nothing going to come out from Synscend.
Okay, the up smash not going to connect. But neither is that down air.
Synscend just really struggling to punish Pacstreet's options. Finally, an opening here. Let's see if the ledge trap can happen. Nice little mix-up from Pacstreet, but it's not enough.
Yeah, not
Still able to come back, but no, the up B doesn't come out.
Yeah, where was the up B there?
I'm not sure what happened there. I know Pacstreet did get turned around. Maybe he got us a little confused there. But whatever the case, that's the kind of thing Synscend needs.
Yeah, you needed that.
Remember that 0 to death on game 2?
Yeah, I mean, it could happen. We need to see something like it. We need to see several stocks like it, actually, here. Synscend on 139%.
Here's the chance.
There is a chance. Not going to happen this time around, though. And the edge guard is going to be there. Min-Min is so good.
It's such a risk that Synscend has to take to go for those edge guards, because if you get caught off stage as Pac-Man versus Min-Min, that Ram is just going to do her dirty work, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy thing to get around, but Synscend desperately has to find a way to do so. You need to find a way in on this character, and usually that means going above using an aerial. But that's been so hard to connect throughout this set, especially against the Min. Going in, though. The grab goes out.
Can you get back? It's going to be hard.
Yeah,
those ledge traps are so good from Pacstreet.
The laser doesn't connect, but that definitely would have ended the set right there. Out goes another S smash. That might be it. That's definitely going to be it. Pacstreet, they're going to take it 3-1 over Synscend.
Great counter pick war there from Pacstreet.
Yeah.
Utilizing two different characters to take that set.